Hey, Rob here for Quadratec.com. Today we're checking out the Quadratec spare tire relocation bracket for the 2018 and newer Jeep Wrangler JL. If you've installed oversized wheels and tires on your Wrangler, well, you probably quickly found out that you can no longer carry your oversized spare tire here on the factory mount without that tire contacting your factory rear bumper. With the Quadratec spare tire relocation bracket, we move your existing factory spare tire mount up an additional 1 3/4 inches and out almost a full inch farther back away from your tailgate. Now that means you're not only going to be able to carry wider oversized tires, but tires with a diameter measuring up to 37 inches without any interference with your factory bumper. Now, if you've installed an aftermarket bumper, your clearances may vary. We've also designed our Quadratec spare tire relocation bracket to be fully compatible with the factory Mopar tailgate hinge reinforcement bracket. All of the components in our relocation bracket are made from heavy-duty 8mm thick steel that's then been coated in a lightly textured black powder coat finish. Now, getting it installed is a very easy task. There's no drilling required. We simply need to get started by going ahead and removing our spare tire from the back of the Wrangler. Once we have that out of the way, we can remove the 8 bolts securing our factory spare tire mount to the tailgate, and then support the mount by using a zip tie or a bungee cord and hanging it from your tailgate handle. Next, we need to go ahead and trim the plastic tabs off of the lower outside corners of the tailgate vents to make some clearance for the new bracket. At this point, it's a great time to go ahead and lay out all of the different brackets in the kit to familiarize yourself with where each one of them is going to be placed. We also need to pay close attention to installing the washers on the bolts because we are using a curved style lock washer, so you want to place the outside of that curved washer towards the bolt head. We can start by placing one of the larger brackets underneath the main bracket, followed by the smaller bracket, and then using 2 of the bolts with washers, we can keep all 3 of those brackets aligned. Next, we need to grab 2 additional bolts without washers and install them from the backside through the cutouts in the second bracket. At this point, we can lift the bracket into place and start threading the 2 bolts into the tailgate. You want to keep them very loose at this point so that we can go ahead and repeat those steps on the opposite top side of the bracket, installing the larger bracket first, followed by the smaller bracket, and then keeping everything in line with 2 bolts with the curved washers in place, and install 2 bolts without washers, again from the backside facing out. At this point, we can go ahead and thread those 2 bolts in lightly just to keep everything aligned. Now we can move to the bottom of the bracket. Again, we're going to use 2 bolts with washers, a large bracket followed by the smaller bracket. We can insert those 2 bolts to keep everything aligned. We also need to go ahead and install 2 bolts without washers again from the backside protruding out, and then we can repeat those same steps on the opposite lower corner. Once you have all those brackets in the lower edge installed, we can go ahead and start by threading in those 4 lower bolts to the tailgate. Once everything has been started being threaded into the tailgate, we can come back and tighten all of those bolts to 13 foot-pounds. At this point, we can go ahead and grab the spare tire mount, placing it over the 8 bolts that are protruding out of the backside of the bracket, securing it in place with 8 of the curved washers and nuts, again, tightening everything down to 13 foot-pounds. And you can see it's just that easy to get your Quadratec spare tire relocation bracket installed behind your factory spare tire mount, moving it up and out to make clearance for those oversized wheels and tires on the back of your 2018 or newer Jeep Wrangler JL. Now, if you guys want to get more information or to purchase a Quadratec spare tire relocation bracket for your Jeep, you can click that info button and head over to Quadratec.com. Of course, if you have any comments or questions about the bracket or how to get it installed, you can always leave those for me down in the comment section below or contact us directly at any of the options on the screen. And if you haven't already and you like these videos, do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification button as well, so you're sure to catch all of our latest videos. Till next time, I'm Rob. I'll see you out on the trail.